Hey guys, what's going on? So, as I said earlier in the video, I don't know how long ago, that I was gonna talk about why I decided against a antique booth. That is something I've been highly considering for the past month or so. It's opening up an antique booth. So I did ask you guys for your opinion as to whether an antique booth is something that you'd recommend. You know, a lot of you guys know my lifestyle very well. Most of you know it better than even some of my friends and family. Some of them have no clue what I even do. So it was hard to get my cousin's advice, get friends' advice on selling through an antique booth, only because they don't know what I do. They don't know all that stuff. So what some of you said was that it's a lot of work. It's something that's not always the best as far as the return on investment, and it's really a particular niche. So I took all that advice and I kind of sat down, wrote a pros and cons list, and just tried to determine how much time it would take to really get this thing going. And I know I could go out and I could source and do all that stuff, and that's not a big deal. I do it anyway. What the hardest part was is that this antique mall where the booth would be is about a 25-minute drive from my house. And I know a lot of you guys that live in large cities are thinking, well, 25 minutes, that's nothing. And you're right, it's nothing. There's places that I drive further to get to, but I looked at it as 25 minutes to drive to this antique mall. It didn't make a whole lot of sense, because in 25 minutes or a half an hour, if I were to spend that time doing something online, catering to my other businesses, I'm closer to like $500 to $600 per hour. Is when I'm working, that's about what I make, is between $500 to $600 an hour. And so I just wanted to kind of put that out there, because that would mean just for me to drive there and back, it's costing me between $500 and $600 just to do that. That doesn't include, and what if I did that for, let's say I did it 4 days a month, so just like once a week. That is, I'm not really spending much time there. So as far as delivering inventory, just as far as doing any of that stuff, rearranging the booth, I think that's where that's where I'll make a mistake, is that there's too much stuff that I could be doing outside of that. Yeah, so that was kind of my thinking as far as that whole thing. I don't know if a lot of you guys think the same way I do, but if you do, then you probably understand that spending that much time driving in a day can be a big waste of time, especially if you're not making the kind of money you want to. So it was the drive time, it was the amount of hours that need to be put in, and then the whole learning curve. Like I said in my video a few days ago, is that I didn't know the right way to clean this coffee table. I didn't know the right way to do all that stuff. So with that, I will make mistakes. I'll end up losing money here and there. I don't want to do that. So that is why I decided against the antique booth for now. I do think it would be a great alternative to what I've been doing currently. I am starting to ramp up my Q4 sourcing for Amazon, so that's gonna be good. That's gonna be exciting. This year I think it's gonna be a great year. And what else? I looked into Bonanza, so Bonanza.com. It's kind of like eBay. You have a booth, and so it's similar to like eBay with an antique booth mix. Looked into that, and it's okay, but I don't think I don't think I'm gonna get too far into that. And then Macari, that was another one that I looked into, and people been talking about that lately, and I think I might give that a shot, but it might be in the next, you know, probably 4 months or something. It'll be after Q4. That's when I think I'll do that. So stay tuned for that one. And let's see, Craigslist. I'm still on Craigslist. You know, one of the things that I just got, I showed a video from like a week or so ago. It was a, what was it? It was the Robot Scuba. So I bought that for, I don't remember what I paid for it now, but it needed a new battery. It worked, and it worked for maybe, I don't know, a minute, and then it died. And so then I had to charge it again, another 8 hours or 16 hours, whatever it is. Charge again, and did it, see how it worked. Worked for about another minute or so, and then it died again. So bought a new battery yesterday, paid $45 for it, just for the battery. So that's coming. So I'll be in the thing for under, it'll be like $70. I'll be in it, into the iRobot Scuba, and I think it's gonna sell. I think I'm gonna put that up on Craigslist. Thought about keeping it for either my house or my office, but I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna do that. My dogs would probably mess with it. My kids wanted to stand on it, so I'll probably just sell that and end up making, I think I'm gonna sell for like $250. So we'll see. But that's pretty much all I got for you guys right now. In the next video, I think I'm doing another video very soon talking about books, because I know a lot of you guys have been asking about books. I am supposed to go to a book sale in about 3 hours. So I've been up since about 5 o'clock today. It was looking nice and sunny. Now it's kind of cloudy. Looks like it's gonna rain. So I'm gonna go to a couple yard sales, go to one book sale, and see what I get. And yeah, talk to you guys about what I find a little bit, and some of the things that I've been coming across in books. So stay tuned for that, and I'll talk to you guys very soon.